Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from. And welcome to today's episode of Parenting. What we have today is the importance of patience and perseverance in parenting. And please, if you're joining this forum, can you please share the video so that other people will know that we are on live? And remember, this is a discussion forum. I have my number on the page, and in case if you want to call in, like I said from the beginning, this is a discussion forum that we need to discuss. You put in your opinion. I do not know all. I try to raise up the topic. If you know anything you can contribute, if you can contribute, please don't fail to call in and contribute, or you can send it through WhatsApp, please. So I don't know how many people who are on now, and please, if you are on, don't forget to share. If you come on now, please don't forget to share. Thank you so much. Like I said from the beginning, that what we have to discuss today is the importance of patience and perseverance in parenting. So I will not waste time to start. Or whoever joins, please share the video so that other people will know that we are on live on this topic. Please, if you come in, share. Thank you very much for coming in. Share as you come in. So we want to talk about patience and perseverance in parenting. As I am saying this, if you have more to contribute to this topic, please don't fail to call in. I have the number up there on the page. Please call in. Thank you for coming in today. When I mean patience, I want to talk about the act of being slow to acting when you are provoked. Waiting for a long time before you act in whatever anybody does to you. In the face of misfortune, how do you keep calm? Keeping calm when things have gone bad, when things are not going the way you want it. Suppressing your anger when you are meant to act. Yes. When things happen to us, or when things are not going the way we want it, or when things have gone bad, or when you think somebody has done something that has made you, that will make you go mad, and you decide to suppress your anger. All those things are what I mean by patience. Keeping quiet when you are supposed to act. In that phase of anger, you keep quiet, you keep calm. Just be normal You are not negative at that time. You don't act negatively. You're just holding yourself together in the face of anger. So this quality, we need it while we are raising our children. We need it. The reason being that these children we are raising up, they don't know anything. They are just coming up. And it's not every time that they will make you happy. There is one thing you will want your child to do, and that child will not do it the way you want it. There are so many things our children will do that will provoke us. How do you act at that time? You raise your hands up immediately to hit. What do you do at that point? This is why I'm bringing this in. Like as I was saying, those children we are bringing up, they will not always make you happy. That is the truth. It's not an easy thing. You will tell your child, I want you to be here. The next time you come, the child has moved, not even from there, has moved even further that you don't want. What will you do at that time? We need patience. This is a virtue that all of us need as parents. Your child will not always make you happy, like I said. Your child will disobey you. Your child will annoy you. Your child will go where you don't want him or her to go. That child will do what you don't want him or her to do. Your instruction, that child will fail it. You have rules and regulations in your house, the child will not follow it. Even if there are some, they will follow, but they will still fail some. So many things that they will do to provoke you. And it's every day. It happens every day. There is no day that your child will not provoke you. What will you do in that condition? You came into the house has been turned upside down. And you have told this child, whenever you finish this, you need to clear up. Whatever you're doing, whenever you finish it, you need to clear up. And then you went out and come back in, the house has turned upside down. If you are not patient, you will hit. If you are not patient, you will curse. If you are not patient, you will do so many things at that point in time. That is why we all need that virtue of being patient with our children. Because it is to provoke, they will. Don't ever expect, have in your mind that you're going to get what you want. That is why you should develop that virtue of being patient with them. They are learning. And another thing you should know is, even if you have one that listens to you, that is always listening to you, not all of them will listen. All of them, one thing you should have in mind is that all of them are not the same. One might be obedient and the other is disobedient. You cannot, because this one is obedient, you now want to kill this one because he or she is not obedient to what you are saying. This is the reason why we should develop that patience in us. It is really important, it's a necessity as a parent to be patient with your children, to be patient with whatever they are doing. And another thing you need to know is this: they don't have, their understanding has not developed as yours. The way you understand things is different from the way they understand it. That is why you need to be patient with them. Give them that time. Be calm when you think they have provoked you. Because I know when you want things, some of us, when we want things to be this way and it's going the other way, we become so anxious. We become so impatient. We want it immediately. You want it to happen there. Rome was not built in a day. That's one thing you should know when you are bringing up those children. It doesn't happen. It's not magic. It's not. If you don't develop that patience, you keep on doing things that you will regret at last. Maybe your child wants to, when your child wants to tell you something, maybe to explain to you maybe the reason why he or she did not do what you asked him or her to do before going out. Because you don't have the patience, you've started hitting the child. You've started cursing the child. You've started doing so many things that will upset that child. The child will not open up. The child will not tell you anything. You will not even know anything that happened. And that child, some of them might out of fear, follow you on what you want to make sure they don't get the kind of curses or insults or beatings that you gave them, that you will give them if they don't do it. But when you cool down and know the child's problem, you need to cool down and know the reason why such thing is happening. It's only when you are calm in that situation that you will be able to know what is actually the problem. Why couldn't this child do this? Maybe that child was not able. Maybe that child did not understand what you were saying. This is why we should cool down. If you want to get them, give them that patience. And know it that even I always say, take yourself for example. When you were growing up, were you like that? Were you the person that would do things immediately or get whatever you are asked to do right? You were not like that. Then how do you want that magic from those children? It is only when you are patient that you will know that yesterday is not the same as today, and it's not the same as tomorrow. Things change. And you move with the change. Why I am saying this is this. In the days of our parents, there's a way they would have handled you when you do things bad. But those days are gone. Things have changed. Move with the change. Don't remain in the past. You don't remain in the past. Move with the change. Please, if you join us, please, can you share the video? Thank you so much for coming in. Move with the change. Don't rely on the past. Don't remain in the past in bringing up your kids. You shouldn't remain in the past that those that you were, your parents hit you, your parents had to curse you, your parents had to do this before you do anything, before you will learn. It's not obtainable this time around. Follow these children with what they know now. What we knew then is different from what they know now. How we were brought up cannot work in this generation. That is why you should develop that virtue, that quality of being patient with them. In whatever they are doing, be patient with them. Don't always be the type that immediately you come in, oh, I asked you to do this and you didn't do it. Bam. I asked you to do this and you didn't do it. You will suffer in this life. You are an idiot. You can't know anything in life. You can't do, no. Not in this world we are now. not in this life. Things are different now. Move with the change. Stop remaining in the past. And some will ask me, wasn't that way? What, were we not brought up that way? Are we not good now? That was then. So many things have changed. And you need to move with that change as a parent. Move with that change in bringing up your children. Be patient with them. And like I said, all of them cannot be the same. If you are teaching this child A, this thing, and that child A learns it fast, that doesn't mean that your number 2 will also learn it the same. Their understanding are not the same. So you cannot use what has happened in A and then think that the same thing will happen in B. That is why you need to be patient. Because if you're not patient enough, you will not know what is the problem with that child B. And then you come to child C, you want to use the same method for child C, and child C is not following suit. You start hitting child C. You start saying so many things that will bring that child down. Because there are some things you will say out of anger that will upset that child and make that child to feel that he or she doesn't want anything. That is why you need to calm down whenever you are angry, whenever they upset you, whenever they annoy you. Calm down. Hold yourself together. Hold yourself together. Understand, you need to be real. Understand the reality of life. And that reality is that you don't get all you want as you want it. You don't always. Sometimes you can get it sometimes. So that means whenever you are instructing a child or whenever you are expecting something from a child, have it at the back of your mind that it could happen, it could not happen. There is a possibility of you getting what you want, and there is a possibility of you not getting what you want. When you have that at the back of your mind, it will help you to be patient. Even if it doesn't work out the way you want it, it will help you to hold yourself together and know that it doesn't. And then look for another means to make it work out. So, as I am saying about being patient with them, then in persevere, you need to persevere. That you told child A to do this today, and that child did not do it well. You give up on that child. No, you've not gotten it. You cannot give up on them. You keep repeating it every day. That is why you are a parent. That is why you are a mother. That is why you are a father. You repeat it every day. If you are the type that learns fast, don't expect that all your children will learn fast. That's why you should be patient with them. All of them will not learn fast. So if you come and see that child did not learn first at the first time, persevere. Continue teaching him or her. Continue your teaching every day, even if they have grown. Don't come to that child and say, as big as you are, you don't know you are supposed to do this. He or she doesn't know. They don't know. It is your job as a mother. It is your job as a father to always remind them that this is what they should do. Always remind them of that. Don't use your cane to do it. Don't use beating to do it. That is only where you will get them. The beating can put them off. Your words, your insults on them will bring their mood down. it brings their self-esteem. They will think they don't worth anything in life. So those words that bring them down cannot help. But when you persevere, even if when they see it that they have done wrong, because sometimes they have done wrong, they will see it on your face that they have done wrong. But if you're able to calm down, hold yourself together, bring them closer and tell them, no, this is not the way. Follow this way. They will listen to you. They will. Even if they fail it this time, and you know they have failed it, they will feel bad that they have failed again. But because of the way you brought them together, when they think they have done that, they'll say, oh, I'm sorry. Mom, I'm sorry. Dad, I'm sorry. And then don't act negatively. Just bring them closer again. There is no time that it will get until you burst out. No. Cool down. And it has to do with children. You have to calm down. I did not say you can't chastise them, or no, there's a way you do that. You do it with love. But that patience, you need to have it for you to achieve anything, for you to know their problem. It is only with patience that you will know the problem, that you will be able to know your children and know your problem, their problems. If you're not patient enough, maybe it's a child that doesn't talk much, that the child will be just moving about, thinking of how to talk to you, going round and round. If you're not patient, the child might be, mommy, or daddy, and you'll be like, what do you want to say? Just say it, let me go. That child will just swallow whatever he or she has to say. That's why we need to be patient with them. We need to be patient with them. When a child comes out like that, just cool down. Calm down, no matter how it is. Even if your anger was not from them, maybe your anger, you came in with that anger. Just calm down and listen to that child. Calm down and listen to that child. We need that patience. Count every day. If you want to increase your patience, count every day as a gift from God. And take each day. No one day will be the same. Each day, have that in mind. Believe that you take it step by step. You are getting closer. You are getting closer. Each day is a step forward. Each day is a step forward. Like I said, Rome was not built in a day. You don't start a house today and finish it today. That is what it is in your children. They continue to learn every day. Even you are learning every day. What about them? Why do you think they will learn everything in a day? You come in, your child didn't do. Don't you know you should do this? They don't know. Even if you told them yesterday, they don't still know. Like I said, it's not everybody that learns at the same time and at the same pace. And if you don't have patience, you will not be able to get them. You will not be able to get them. So no is a step-by-step something. It's something that goes step by step. It's not something you achieve in a day. You don't achieve it in 1 year. You don't achieve it in 2 years. And always have in mind, reality, they will always provoke you. That is the truth. Have it in mind that they will always provoke you. Don't come and say, oh, I know this child will not do this. No, you can't predict. If you have it in mind that they will always provoke you, it will help you to develop that patience. So that when you come and see that, oh, they have done this, you say you already have it in mind that is a possibility they can do, they cannot. So when you have that at the back of your mind first, you will not act immediately. And when you don't act immediately, it will help you to know how to help them, to know where they are short, to know where they need help. That is why you should always be there for them. So always be patient with them. And again, so I was talking about accepting the reality that they don't know, and they will know, and they will learn, that they will not get it immediately. Accept that reality, even if you are the one that learns at once. Accept the reality that your children cannot learn immediately. Like I said before, is a process, and you follow the process. Follow them duly. Don't put them at that age that they will lose hope. They will lose interest in learning anything. They will have that fear in them that they are worthless. They can't even do anything. Don't put that in them. Last week, I talked about blessing your children and not cursing them. This is where you will be able to do that. If you don't have patience, you will curse. Even if you don't hit, you will curse, or you will insult them, or you will say those words that will put them down. Those words that will make them think they are worthless. Those words that will make them look like it will not even help them in learning whatever you want them to learn or doing what, because they will always think, because of what you said, they will always think, oh, I can't. Mom said I can't do it, and I know I can't do it. How will I be able to do it? I can't. Because you have said it with your mouth. But all they need is encouragement. All they need is encouragement. If you don't develop that virtue of being patient with them, you will just destroy everything you think you are building. You are just destroying it. You are destroying all of them. That is why we need to be patient with these children. And I said again, persevere. Persevere. Don't lose hope. Don't lose hope in any of your child. Don't ever lose hope in any of them. Always believe that they will do it. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of that. They will all learn. Think of yourself. Whenever you are doing something, think of yourself when you were growing up. Think of your family, your siblings, all of you. Did you all learn things at the same pace? Did you all learn at the same time? But see you all today, you are all doing the same thing. So why do you think that your own will happen as a magic? That child will learn immediately. And like I said, stop living in the past. Live in the present. Live now, not in the past. Maybe those days before you will learn, your father or your mother will hit you and hit you every day. They come, they beat you. Every day they come, they hit you for you to learn. And out of that fear, you are always shaking. Oh, let me do this before mom will come back. Let me do this before dad will come back. No. Children of this day are different. And if you don't take time, you make that child to lose his or her self-esteem. You make that child to start being anxious all the time. You make that child to develop mental health problem. If you don't take time, that is the kind of world we live in today. You make that child to always be ashamed of going out. That's why you should be patient with them. Because when you are patient, you will guide your words towards these children. You will guide your actions towards these children. When you tell a child you don't even know anything, you can't even learn, and that child goes out, another child, maybe in school, tells that child the same thing, you finish that child. That child will not learn again because it has entered his brain or her brain that she can't learn. Her mom or dad said it, and her mates or his mates confirmed it. No way again. My dear, whatever you do, that has entered into that child. And it will make that child to always be ashamed of him or herself. And that child will not be able to learn again. So sometimes we cause our problems. We cause the problems that our children are going through. But when that child has done something, you know that can provoke you, you know that is not good, you just call the child with love. And you can only be able to know what you would do if you don't lash out immediately, if you are patient enough to hold yourself. At that point, that anger, when you are being pushed to talk, you hold yourself together, calm down, and then you will now be able to call the child and be able to say positive words that will help that child to try, encourage him or her that you will be able to do this. You know you can do it. You know you can make it. It's just with time. I will have patience with you. Every day you try it. Every day you try it. You will be able to do something. You will be able to get it. You have given that child hope. You have encouraged that child. And with that in his brain, with that in his mind or her mind, he knows that he will be able to make it. Mom has said it. He will be able to make it. Even if he goes out and some other person says, you will not be able to make it, that child will not even listen to that person, because what has occupied his or her mind is that mom said he will be able to make it. And that will keep your child on. Let's help our children. So many children are whiling away this time because we parents, we do not care. We don't care about what we say to them. We don't care about our reactions to whatever they do. We don't care. And our children are whiling away. They are looking for help. This is the reason why I have this to say. And like I said, this is a forum, is a discussion forum, which I expect anyone that has any contribution to make, to just put it, you either write it on the comment section, or you can send it on WhatsApp and we'll say it, or you can call and make your own contribution to this topic. Because I do not know all. I'm just saying all I know, the little I know. I want to learn from others, because there are people who have started this parenting before me, and there are people who are coming after me. That I am at this level or I started the topic doesn't mean that I know it all. I want to learn. And I know all of us want to learn. We need to help our children. In this era we are now, we need to help them. Because I find out that most of us are still using those methods. We are still working on those old paths that our parents used. We are still using those methods on our children, and it's not working. The truth is that it is not working. If you think it's working for you, you are getting it wrong. It's not working, because you don't know what is going on in that child's mind. You might think it's working because the child has because that child, oh, mommy wants this. And because you have instilled fear in that child, the child will just do that thing immediately. And you think it's working for you. It's not working. Get closer to that child. Think of people. If you are able to get close to have people who are close to this child and see what they think, what their mind is. It will help you a lot to develop that patience so that you will get there. So that you will get there. So many children are going away. So many children are going down. So many children are developing mental health. So many children cannot even stand in front of people. Sometimes we are the cause of it without knowing it, without knowing what we are doing. Yes, that is the truth. Most times we don't know what we are doing. We don't know the impact of our actions on our children. A little thing they have done, you want to hit them. A little thing they have done, you want to insult them. A little thing they have done, you want to tell them how worthless, how stupid, how senseless, unreasonable they are. No. Let's come out from that path. It doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work anymore. Even you that thinks that the way your parents taught you, the way your parents handled you is the best, just take your mind back. Take your mind back. In those days, how you feel. Maybe you did something and your mom or dad comes outside and hit you in front of people. How do you feel? How did you feel then? So use it now to look at these children. This is the same way they feel. And it kills them. If you are able to survive it at that time, the children of these days, it's hard for them to survive it. Let me tell you that. For you who thinks that it is still working for you, the way your parents treated, after all, some people will say, after all, when they treated us like that, we are not dead. Is this not us now? It's not the same. It is not. So you need to change. Go with what we are now, what is happening now. Because most of these children know more than us. Some people, you see them whiling away or doesn't even know their right from their left now is because of their parents, the way they handled them. Then, if you are able to sit down and go through what our parents did, you will see that not all of them worked. It worked physically. What about those children's mental state of mind? Did it work? What I am talking about, like I told you, Realities with Oge is all about getting a healthy society. Some people that you see today, that they are violent, that they are this, is because of the way parents handled their situation at that time. If you're not patient, you will not know if your child has learning difficulty. You will just be insulting that child anyhow. You can't even see others. See others are doing this, you can't even do it. Those people that did that, are they not in the same class with you? Did they not learn with you? You will not know that that child has learning difficulty. You will not know. That is why we should be patient with these children. We should be patient with them so that we will know what their problem is and know how to tackle it. Bringing up a child is not only by hitting. If you have tried hitting and tried not hitting, using love to bring them up, you will know the difference. You will know the difference. Because I have tried the two sides and know that hitting is not hitting or insulting them or lashing out on them is not the way. That's why I want all of us to rethink, and change our ways on the way we handle our children so that they don't go down. So many people you see that they are committing suicide. You don't know what their problem is. And let me tell you, some children, they cannot stand all those insults. If you don't know, they can't stand it. It's only people that you have seen, is the only people that you have seen that committed suicide. They can't stand it. Some of them cannot stand it. Some of them, they are always bitter. A child that is bitter always will not grow up to be a good person in the society. If you don't know that, know it today. And their bitterness starts with the way you treat them. And the child will look at you, oh, mom, thank you, thank you. The child will smile. And you think everything is okay for that child. No, it's not okay. Let's be very, very careful the way we handle them, the way we talk to them, the way we treat them, especially when they are growing up, when they start growing up. Know the way you treat them, because what they meet outside is even more than them. And they come into the house, the same thing they meet outside is the same thing they meet inside, especially those people that has problem. Those that have problem, you have a child that has learning difficulty or learning disability, and the child is being mocked outside, and you also come inside, and you are also a little thing that child will say, you stupid. If it's by Niger people, they will say, Olodo like you don't even know anything. How do you think that child will feel when he or she goes outside and has the same thing coming back inside? The people who are supposed to help that child and show that child love is still telling him or her the same thing. How do you think that child will feel? That child will continue to be Olodo, as you said. Or your child is disabled in one way. The child, after suffering all the bullies, all the insults outside, a little thing the child will do inside is still that same problem, that disability that you will use against that child. Maybe it's a lame, because you lame person, you can't even walk. Please, it's out of anger. I know that when you are angry, so many things comes out of your mouth. So many things, so many words you are not supposed to say. You might not even know when you will say it will come out of your mouth. It's only with patience that you will be able to watch what you say. That is why we need to be. If you don't have it, just pray to God to help you to be patient with anything that your children are doing. Ask God to help you, and God will help you. Ask God to help you with that. If you want to survive it, ask God to help you. We all need that in our children. And do not lose hope in them. Do not. That child you think cannot be anything today will be something tomorrow. That's one thing you should do. That child you think he or she is nothing today, surprisingly, that child will turn out to be the best tomorrow. So don't lose hope in them. Persevere and make them to know that they are able to do anything they want to do. Before a child will come out and stand, the encouragement must start from the home, from the parents. If you support them, they will go out there and stand out. But if you don't support them, they will not. Nobody will support them outside, and that they will be able to stand. And if they are able to get someone that will support them outside, you have lost that child. Don't let your child see you as an enemy. Because when you are not patient to hold yourself, that child will not understand what you are doing. That child will see you as an enemy. This is the reason why we should be patient with them. We should be patient with them and have hope in our children. Thank you so much for listening to me today. come on this page again by next week. On Sunday next week, we also have another chat about parenting on this place. May God help all of us. Thank you. And please don't forget to share this video to people so that they will know, and let people know about this, our discussion forum, so that they will join us next week. Thank you so much and remain blessed.